"12 months ago, I decided to take on a challenge. Play Valorant every single day for a whole year. I started with a naive attitude, with an eagerness to become radiant. This journey has been nothing short of chaos, frustration, fun, with an incredible amount of tilting. So here are 10 important things that I've learned along the way. Let's rewind to the beginning. From day one, I was coming from a background in CSGO. So when the boys decided to try Valorant, I immediately thought I was going to be a beast. Turns out I was shit.
Last player standing.
My aim was not the worst, but it wasn't great. I didn't know the map callouts, and I was that teammate who would always forget to buy abilities. Then when I was screamed at to buy abilities, I would never use them. Yep, I was that kind of player. If you've just downloaded Valorant and you're ready to play it, the first lesson I had to learn was embrace the chaos. Everyone starts somewhere. Humble beginnings are completely normal. Lesson 2, finding the right agent for you. The first few months were all about figuring out who I wanted to play and what role I wanted to become. I started to play Viper for the screens, Neon for when I felt like playing Call of Duty, Reyna so I could just insta-lock, and Sage for a bit more of a supportive role. I tried these different roles and ways to play because I thought if I knew how to play every agent, I would become a better player. If anything, it actually made me worse. And that is when I learned my second lesson. Finding your main agent and sticking with it. Eventually, I found my home with the role that suited me the best, which was a duelist. So I started to main Phoenix. He clicked with my playstyle being more aggressive, and that's when my improvement really started to begin. Focusing and trying to perfect one agent was the key for me to get better. I found the best ways to improve is to have that one main agent that you know you can absolutely slap cheeks with. Once you've found your agent that you can take to Pound Town, you can find another agent that's similar but provides other options for your team. So for me, if Phoenix doesn't work, then I can play KO, as he can still be played quite aggressively while supporting the team in another way. Lesson 3, perfect practice makes perfect. If you want to climb, focus on your mechanics first. Aiming is obviously a massive component in Valorant. I thought just by playing more and more games, I would gradually get better at aiming. Which was true, sort of, but the major problem was, when you jump into a game, you're faced with different matchups and different fights with the enemy team. So your crosshair placement, peeking corners would differ from game to game. So I was never training precision in my duels, I was just hoping I got the shot off first. Too many times I would get into a gunfight, spray my whole clip into a guy, miss every single shot except the last bullet and get a headshot. Then walk around swinging my ridiculously oversized penis because I just got a kill. So I decided to spend some time before my first game of the day in the practice range, focusing on flicking, movement tracing, and then using aim labs to train my reflexes. Once again, I saw another spike in my improvement, just focusing on hitting a single target consistently. Lesson 4 is one of the most important lessons to learn. Teamwork and communication. Good communication equals more wins. Valorant is not a single player game, even if your teammates are playing like NPCs. I found it's always best to assume that you're playing with a family doing 4-player split screen on a TV. That way I need to engage in constant communication to assist with callouts and coordinate the strategies, because their game sounds are clearly muted. Gaining intel of the enemy team and telling your guys what's happening is a major difference in you winning a round and more games.
On site.
Omen's over here near bomb. Just care.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Bomb. Take time. He can't get it to my ult.
Well done.
I can't stand it when it's a 3v1 situation where you've planted the bomb and your guys run off looking for a kill, die, then we lose the round. All you want to do is abuse that guy with the Connect microphone for being dumb. But that does not help you win. Be positive. An environment where everyone is willing to communicate and help coordinate will win you more games. I'm not saying tell the guy who bought an operator on a save round that he's done a great job. No, tell that guy he's a fuckwit. I hate that guy. Lesson 5 is pretty straightforward. Understanding maps and knowing what strategies work. Understanding maps was a game changer. I learned callouts, common angles, and how to rotate effectively. positioning can win you games, even if your aim isn't perfect. Just by knowing what angles to hold and where the enemy may be, helps you entry onto site so much easier. And it gives you the upper hand in a team fight as you can pre-fire angles where the enemy may be sitting. Map knowledge is key. Lesson 6. Staying alive. Climbing the ranks is not easy. I hit a massive plateau in silver. And let me tell you, it was frustrating. But I learned to analyze my games, focus on my mistakes, and keep grinding. A huge breakthrough I found was the need to stay alive. It sounds obvious, but what I mean is, in these lower ranks, staying alive is not taking engagements when you hear the other team pushing. The amount of times I would play Phoenix, hear footsteps, make the call out, throw a flash, and then peek the entire team trying to get a kill, which I just end up dying. Don't take crazy engagements in a corridor or an open space. Hold a corner, get a pick, then rotate to another angle where possible. Having an active trigger finger can cause more harm to the team by getting yourself killed, because remember, your teammates are NPCs doing 4-player split screen. They got no idea what they're doing. Lesson 7. Dealing with toxicity and tilt. Let's talk about the big fuck off elephant in the room. Toxic teammates.
70.
Why is this bitch just make every fucking round and get some kills? You fucking shit. Honestly.
Need danger.
She's honestly retarded, bro.
They're everywhere. I'm sure you have been one of them. The most common thing you hear in Valorant is people blaming you for their death. Like when a Sage walls herself up to take an engagement on the entire team, gets one-shotted, then blames your team for being bad because she died. Now I love to have banter, just like everyone else. But as soon as the team chat goes negative and toxic, your best friend is the mute button. Fucking use it. Remember, only you can win the round. So when some random kid who you'll never meet calls you a trash goblin asshat because you whiffed an easy 1v5 clutch on an eco round against a full buy, just remember that you can mute. You being in a bad mood will not make you a better player. I realized that muting them and staying focused was the best way to handle it and gave me the best chance at winning the game. Lesson 8. The meta and adaptability. Adapt or fall behind. The meta will always change, and so should you. This is something that I lack in my development, but I know is an important reason for me not continuing to rank up. Except it always seems like the meta is just having someone insta-lock neon, run, jump and slide around with a judge and you'll win. But knowing what agents are strong in each patch is important, because if you don't adapt, it may hinder your progress. Lesson 9. Gaming teaches life skills. Playing every day taught me more than just gaming skills. It taught me patience, perseverance, and how to deal with setbacks. When you're on a winning streak, playing another game is a great idea. Make sure you keep that hot hand going. Playing on a losing streak is a surefire way to D-rank. Valorant is a game of mental strength and belief. Having a bad attitude because you've lost 3 straight in a row is a very easy way to get more frustrated at your stupid teammates. And it easily makes you play more aggressive in your style and forces you to take fights that you wouldn't normally take, which can cause you to easily lose rounds. Lesson 10. This is the biggest lesson that I learned and that I can tell you. Never ever give up. A major problem I encountered with the Valorant community was as soon as you lose 3 or 4 rounds in a row, everyone immediately gives up and wants to forfeit. Never forfeit. There are way too many occasions where I'd be losing a game 9 rounds to 3. We win a round and steamroll momentum from there. Valorant's 9-3 curse is a real fucking thing. And it is very easy to start snowballing once you get going. Do not give up. The biggest lesson I've learned from all of this, and it sounds really dumb, but it's have fun. Having fun is the biggest key to ranking up. Remember, Valorant's a game to be enjoyed. The more you enjoy it, the game becomes easier to grind, to practice. Consistency beats talent. You're able to show up, put in the work because you're having fun while doing it. Just trust that process. This has been my journey so far and what I've learned. Let me know your biggest Valorant lessons in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any new content. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, she's 65.
Spike down.
Another one there, careful.
Get that spy. Get that spy. Let's get the spy down. Heaven. Dead. Another one heaven, Tyler. Sage is heaven. KO. Sage in heaven. KO. Sage in heaven. Yeah, Vol.
Placing alarm bot. You will not kill my allies.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, well done, T.
Yeah, baby.
You're gonna die.
Killjoy!
You won't be serious.